should have predicted this would be the most voted, but hello, shippers may know me for having no life, loneliness, and a crippling murder drones addiction. Yay! And due to this crippling addiction, I've had plenty of time to analyze the single most canon and most best ship in the series. Sorry, not sorry, NV shippers. It's obviously Conic Doors. Don't argue with me, I'm right. Unfortunately, though, the ship is flawless, and I can't find a single problem with it. Guess I can't discuss it. So instead, I guess we'll have to go for second best, NUzi. Now, NUzi, it is a really good ship, and helps Uzi by providing emotional support, allowing her to begin opening up a bit and feel less lonely, and Uzi helps N realize he's worth so much more than a piece of scrap, and that leads to N standing up for himself and actually questioning what's really going on behind the scenes. However, discussing why NUzi is so good is, it's so theoretically. Oh my god, please stop. Wait, that's enough. I have always tried to understand why characters may interact with each other in a certain way, and with NUzi, I do think N and Uzi have good interactions with each other. So, what could possibly be my problem with the ship? It seems good. Uzi has interacted with V 6 times, Uzi has interacted with Con 7 times, and has interacted with the real Tessa 2 times, and N has interacted with Sinessa 4 times. May not be completely accurate, but that's how many counted in my head. That's not bad for only 7 episodes. How many times have Uzi and N interacted? 14 times. Okay, maybe lower or higher. Listen, I don't exactly know how to say this. I need to get to my freaking... N and Uzi, they don't interact with any other characters. Okay, not completely, but hear me out. N never talks to V about their past, and V never apologizes for keeping secrets from him that he definitely should have known about. And Uzi and Con never talk about how Con neglecting her for years definitely damaged her in some way. Not gonna talk about the whole leaving her for dead thing, cause Con was justified in closing the door on Uzi, goddammit. N and Uzi would be more interesting if they interacted with more characters. One major example that actively pulls down the entire series is Uzi and V's relationship. V straight up says, Uzi, I trust you, when Uzi has done nothing to earn V's respect. Why would V care so much about Uzi after the last interaction? V pulled out a chainsaw and was ready to murder her. Thankfully, though, there is an episode explaining this, with V realizing Uzi is suffering from the solver the same way V was, and V gains a better understanding of Uzi, and actually learns to like Uzi, resulting in her sacrifice feeling... Wait, hold on. What do you mean intermission isn't canon? Never mind, V's sacrifice is pure garbage. Why is her sacrifice pure garbage? It doesn't feel earned, because while a lot of people talk about V and Uzi's lack of a relationship, you know who else V doesn't talk to? N. Seriously, V and N have a lot of unresolved issues. V lied to him for years, ignored him, and while she did it out of good intentions, it really doesn't make her right, and deserves an apology. But we never see N and V talk about it. We never see N and V talk about their past relationship. We don't see any of it, and it's really freaking annoying. And probably the worst thing about this ship is the fact this ship causes Uzi to lose one of the best things about her, and probably one of the most relatable things about her. That being her hatred of humans. Uzi's motivation just dies after episode 3. After episode 3, it's just freaking buried. Which just, oh my god, it sucks. And this is why Uzi's my second favorite instead of first favorite. Yeah, think about what you did, Uzi, doorman. But Uzi is still an interesting character. I love her arc of opening up to N, but we never see how her opening up to N conflicts with her original goal of hunting down all humans. Maybe Doll would try and convince her to go all murder mode on all the humans, to give Uzi and Doll more interactions and allow us to gain a better understanding on how Doll views Uzi and how Uzi views Doll. Maybe have the solver tell her that she can get that revenge she desperately craved for years, and all she has to do is give them some control, making the moment where she snaps even more impactful, because it would be her deciding to cut loose and go on for full revenge. I can easily get Uzi wanting to be with N, but the moment that crush develops, all her revenge plotlines are just dropped. She spent years preparing to kill all humans. It was her way of coping, and all of a sudden she just drops that. She can still want to be with N, but I would prefer if she more slowly let go of her revenge, allowing her to switch from kill all humans to N, love me, to feel more natural and deep in her character, as we've seen how much more she's matured. N and Uzi's character just fall apart whenever the shipping starts because the series didn't take the time to remind themselves that Uzi has more traits than loving N and being angsty. Or she used to have more traits than being angsty and in love with N. Okay, I get killing all humans is just one trait, but it's far more interesting than the first two traits, and it definitely goes along well with the first two traits. Angsty fits the whole narrative of kill all humans, but being in love with N really doesn't, which would add more conflict, making Uzi have to choose between following Doll's path or making her own path. I guess they do try and do that with Cabin Fever, but it feels way too fast. Unfortunately for Uzi, after episode 4, this is less of a NUzi problem and more of just an Uzi problem. She begins to feel more like a camera for the audience to watch the series through, instead of a character with motivations and other things to do other than loving N. Now, to quickly mention how the ship affects N, well, yeah, I see where people are coming from when they say N is Uzi's lapdog. And as things with V started, with him questioning V on what she's so afraid of, but how is this followed up? It isn't, because N gets all the answers the next episode and never decides to ask V about anything. I don't have much to say on N, but this is mainly because besides V and Uzi, I can't think of any other meaningful interaction he has with different characters. I guess there's the Solver, but that relationship feels way too one-sided, and I'd end up talking about the Solver instead of N and how shipping affects him. One character I wish N would interact with is Khan. May sound weird, but think about it. N loves providing emotional support to anyone, and Khan is someone who has a distant relationship with his daughter, and the whole reason his wife is dead because of the assembly drones. So much freaking potential. But they only had like one interaction in the pilot, and it was just a joke, so hopefully in episode 8, I guess. But y'all got my point, I think. It's not a bad ship. I definitely love NUzi, but it definitely affected the characters for better and definitely for worse. And this is why Connex Stores is the best.